Can't watch
Hello, good
him just
evening, good
stumble on all the.
afternoon.
Oh,
Fuck, I wasn't sure which. Oh my god, I'm so used to fucking. I'm so used to having to do the intros on things. Go,
oh no!
Kim,
I was
go.
talking about something completely different. I was like, just watch you like stumble across like all of my plot and like fuck it up, but not
He
like
does
fuck
that.
it up. But I don't know. Anyway, oh shit, we're live. Let me put on my storyteller voice. Hello, and welcome to another scene in. Well, oh my god, that's like customer service, Kim. Jesus Christ. Hello, and welcome to another scene in Darkness in Dublin at early in technically afternoon, morning-ish for me o'clock, probably like night, late afternoon for other person because someone decided to live across the ocean. Um
I really don't feel the need to apologize for that particular one of my life choices.
um today Tintagel just has some errands that he needs to go run. And so errands are gonna be run. The birds are out in force today, they're very happy. And there's this one little pesky Quaker parrot. No one knows if it's actually a puka or not, but they're here as well, just kind of laughing.
I will point out that for those of you who don't know, Biscuit is the official game mascot. He has a sheet and everything. It literally has "You lose" written on it.
Who the fuck built this sheet? It wasn't me.
I did.
Oh, I see.
Right. So where is CC and Kim? Is she still in the Duke's Freehold or is she elsewhere?
Mm-mm. She's been staying at Kincaid's place because they finally made the decision to move in together.
That's depressing.
What?
That's depressing.
It was a happy time.
Depressing.
You know what?
Anyway.
At least Cece was really able to make her life choices instead of, like your wife who just kind of ended up at your house like the day she chrysalis and she didn't know like fucking anything because her like, yeah, we could fucking go there.
I'm glad she's never asked to leave. That could have gotten weird.
She kind of
okay.
wants to, but I think at this point she's a little bit too afraid.
Okay, go fuck yourself, Kim. You just thought of that. I will spritz you with a bottle.
I wish the fuck you would. It can't reach across the ocean.
I'm pretty sure if I gave one of your sisters $100, she would spritz you.
That would.
Hell, I'm pretty sure if I gave them $10, they would spritz you.
But that would lead you to actually get into contact with my sisters through something that isn't me. And I'm not sure you know their full names to find them on Facebook or how to spell their names, because we spelled their names really fucking
remember, all I have to do is look at your friends list.
Fair. But they're not allowed to go on Facebook or any kind of social media anymore because of some shit that happened a while back.
Anyway, okay, moving on, because that got to Tintagle's not going to go to Kincaid's shithole domicile. He will. He will politely dispatch. Which one of his trolls won't fuck this up, Kim? He'll dispatch Aja, the one who definitely won't fuck it up, in order to request that she join him for a. In order to request that she join him for a small. In order to request that she join him for dinner in one of the inns in the Changeling Market.
She will send back a one-word response. And all it is in very extravagant, beautiful calligraphy on a napkin is just why.
Do I have to send the troll back again?
That's up to you.
God dang it. He will. Yeah, he's that bitch. He will politely ask Aja to go back with the invitation, or sorry, with the invitation again, and he will write on the bottom of the invitation, "I have something to give you."
The responding letter
Oh,
is...
for God's sake!
What did you expect from a pixie? The corresponding letter is, I'll be there, period. But the thing better not be a penis.
Tataja looks at the letter, kind of looks up at Aja, kind of looks down at the letter, looks up, and she just kind of mouths the phrase, why?
Aja just kind of shrugs.
Okay. He will have Tataja will have Aja and Catherine with him because they are the ones who have the most personality. The wings are in a box that it's left on the table, and he's wearing his armor. Other than that, but he will wait for her to arrive.
She shows up exactly on the dot, 5 minutes late. And then we'll just kind of walk on in. And then look over at Tintagel. Kind of stand there and think for a moment. And then walk on over there. So, what's up?
Hang on, just give me a moment. Like, something weird's just happened. Oh, you've got to be fucking... I'm gonna fucking murder him. Give me a fucking second. No, like, Evan is... Okay, hang on, Kim. I may have to go because I'm legitimately pissed now.
That's understandable.
Evan is now pissed. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
On one hand, I kind of want to ask what happened, but then on the other hand, we're technically live.
I don't really care. Sorry, we'll continue. My apologies. That just pissed me off. Okay, my apologies. I also didn't mean to shout. What was the last thing that was said?
Cece walked in and asked what was up.
Tintagel will look up from where he's seated and he will say, "May I offer you something to eat or drink, perhaps?"
Thank you for the offer, but I ate before I left.
As you said. Tintagel will raise his own wine glass and to his lips before he will sip the wine and he'll say, "As promised, one work of my artifice." He will say, denoting the box.
Oh. You know what? You really seem to enjoy them. You can keep them. Thank you, though.
No, they were made for you. Enjoyment is neither here nor there. I could make another set if I wanted to enjoy them.
Really, though, it's fine. You can keep them.
No, casual. By the way, for the record, we're in the public, like, I can't remember what it's called. It's like a main room of the, the whatchamacallit, the
Like the dining hall.
yes, it has a name, but I can't remember. But Tintagel will lean back in his chair and he'll say, "Why do you refuse?"
She'll just kind of shrug and say, it's... I don't know. Just you seem to really be enjoying them. I don't want to take that away.
I'm not. If I wish to keep them, as I said, I would simply make another pair. I don't mind you taking them. As a matter of fact, they were made for you. I would rather you take them.
She kind of leans back in her chair, just kind of looks over Tintagel. She's got that look on her face that's just kind of like, wait one moment. Sorry about that. Somebody wanted to announce their presence, and I was like, okay, cool. She's got that look on her face, which is, it's kind of like that. I'm a little uneasy, but I'm doing my best to hide it face. And then she'll say, I've had a lot of dealing with, nobility and stuff. I don't, how to phrase it? I don't wish to take such a lavish gift from one.
He will dismiss it. He will raise an eyebrow and he will say, "It was created for you." Though I will admit there was an ulterior motive.
Oh, I have no doubt that there were ulterior motives.
He will say, "They are to be a symbol."
That I have no doubt about.
Well, when Ulster were barbaric in the taking of your wings, that was also an important symbol. They showed the fact that now, because of their actions, you could never fly again. However, via the actions of those who are noble, just, and good, you can fly again. They will become a symbol of hope. And that is what we need in order to bring justice. Symbols of hope. I have no strings attached to this gift. I don't want anything from you. Merely that you have the freedom that you used to have again. And in the actions and the perpetrations of that freedom, in every moment, you simply show the fact that you can embrace the sky again. After all, at that point, enemies, their harsh barbs and jibes, are shown to be nothing compared to the fact that if one sets their mind to something, one can always fly.
To be fair, you could also just use Skycraft if you wanted to fly as well.
These are a symbol, as I said.
Yes, I get it. They are wonderful, brilliant symbols. Yes, yes, yes.
I can't replace what was taken from you, though I would like to. However, because one of mine was so harsh, barbaric, and cruel, I also wish to show that we are capable of great kindness.
See, this sounds like a lot a lot of symbolism, and I don't want to be the one to just kind of parade all that symbolism around because I don't particularly. I don't want to say I don't care about it, but it's definitely not top on my list of priorities.
He will smile from where he's seated, sip his wine, before he will say, "Yes, unfortunately, the fates conspire against you, it seems, because so many eyes are on you. You are the pixie girl who was thrown across our borders, bloodied and broken. You will always be remembered for that, one way or the other. You will be," he contemplates, "this war's Helen of Troy, perhaps. But you have a choice of how history will remember you. Will it be the bloody and the broken, or will it be she who rose above the foul torches and barbs and took wing again? She who was a symbol of hope, or she who was a symbol of destruction, ravaged by the North? You're already a symbol. It might just be wise to be a symbol for something positive."
I am a symbol for, well, thievery. I'll be real. Also, I wasn't really thrown across the border, to be fair. I think. I can't remember much, but I'm pretty sure I was gently set down instead of just tossed over. Oh well. Um. Hmm. Okay. Fine. I will take the wings.
What did you say, sorry?
That I wasn't thrown over. I wasn't thrown over the border, and that I'll take the wings.
He will say, "I would ask one favor then, one small boon."
Oh boy. Here we go.
It's incredibly simple. It is merely that you use.
Yes, you are a pretty bird. Hmm. Okay. That's fine.
He will gesture for Aja to open the box for her.
I don't put them on right now, do I? And I know what they look like. I've seen you flying around with them before.
He will say, "No, but it's much easier to carry them. The box is quite heavy."
You saying I'm not strong?
"No, I'm just being polite."
I am a young, strong, independent couch. I can carry a box.
As you wish.
That's the one thing about you guys. You never really seem to laugh or have fun at anything unless it's like all at your parties where you're just snobbing at each other. I guess it's interacting too much with the commoners at that point then, and oh, beware interacting and laughing and having fun with the commoners.
Did I say that?
Nah, but you got that look on your face. Like that tone in your voice when it's all just like, ah, yes, how wonderful, Miss Lucy. If you wish to just carry the box, then that is absolutely fine. Even after my whole independent couch thing, it was just kind of like back to deadpan.
Tintagel contemplates that, and he will say, I envy you commoners, as a matter of fact.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Did you wish me to elaborate?
No.
Very well, then.
It's probably going to be something along the lines of, oh, you're so lucky that you don't have to carry this mantle of authority and power, and y'all don't realize how good you have it, that you can go to dances whenever you wish and party and...
No. Not at all. That wasn't what I was going to say. You assume an awful lot, Mistress Cece.
I do. I do. I really do.
I was going to say I envy you because you were free.
Oh.
You can love whom you choose to love. You can speak how you choose to speak. You do not have to hate a man because he sliced your house centuries ago, and he has been a sworn enemy ever since. You can see a person for a person, and not just the colors he wears. There is a freedom in that.
No. I'm pretty sure others should do that as well. From the rumors I've heard of what went on the other day, Karina, is like she and didn't judge a man for his colors.
Yes. Indeed. She has lost. He will contemplate his words carefully. The failings of Baroness Stormfury are her failings.
They're not really failings, though.
Ah, but you are looking at it from eyes that are not the eyes of the she.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me get up on my high horse real fast. And then look just down on everything with an eagle elven eye.
He will say, I hope you enjoy your gift.
Indeed, I do. Thank you, Count. As my teals proceed to scream.
It's quite fine. He will nod, raise his napkin to his lips, and gently press it to them, cleaning his mouth, before he will say, You don't like us very much, do you? Well, rather, I'm curious if you tar and feather all of my kith with the same colors that you give to House Baylor.
It's not just the house. It's just the she and those who wish to act like you guys. I've been around a while, and I understand what my is known for. I understand the rumors that you guys say about us. Keep us close if we can be tethered down and use us as spies and things of that nature. And if not, then just be wary, for we're all just little thieves. And I've had many she just judge me on that before, that I'm just a thief.
If it helps, you called yourself a thief during this conversation.
Look, there's a difference between me saying it in jest and then being kicked out of a house 2 days after I went there when I was in need of shelter, simply because I was a pixie. I didn't even take anything.
I don't doubt it. I think that you are exceptionally honest in your own way.
But you guys judge us and all this and that as much as we judge you. So yeah, I don't particularly care for the she. I don't really like you guys. You're stuck up and you've got like massive sticks up your butt, just kind of keeping you rigid. You don't really have fun and party. The only ones that kind of do are House Leonin, and even then, it gets a little weird. You don't have fun because you think you're so much above everybody else, and you just can't come down from that no matter what. Because you think it's like some big old thing, you know, oh, we've got these massive weights and stuff. You know, and it's just kind of like, you know, y'all talk about being free and, you know, making your own choices and all this and that an awful lot, and then you'll never actually listen to it. Instead, y'all, you know, like you said, you know, oh, we gotta hate these ancient people because, you know, it's our house duty and shit like that. And it's just kind of like, damn.
I don't believe I can change your opinion. I genuinely don't. And I'm not a person who believes in the embarking on futile endeavors. He will say, however, today, for really, today you've been, today I've decided that I should show you a kindness because I felt you deserved it, as one person to another. My title means nothing in this context. I felt as if you deserved someone to help you rise, to help you stand again, or rather, be you again. And I didn't do this because I was a she. I didn't do this because I'm a count. I didn't do this for political favor, really. I did this because, as one person to another, as one sentient being, I despised what happened to you, and I wish to try and make it right.
See, sorry to burst your little bubble, but you weren't the one to help me rise. You gave me mechanical wings, sure. And literally speaking, I will be able to rise into the sky now. But you were not the one to help me back on my feet. You visited me in my little hospital room once to get measurements. That was it. And this is the first I've actually seen you not from afar. Because I've been at the parties and shit. No, the person you're talking about who did all of that was Kincaid, not you.
Tintagel mentally makes a note of person. It doesn't play across his face, though, which is its same sterile she mask. As he says, of course. Still, I hope that you wear the wings in good health.
Yep. Totally.
If you will excuse me, I have other business I need to attend to this afternoon.
She'll give a thumbs up.
Tintagel will stand up. He will pay his bar bill for himself and the trolls, and he will depart.
When you walk outside, a small little green Quaker parrot looks like a moldy avocado with wings, flies over, sits his ass on Tintagel's shirt, and then just starts screaming, "Pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird."
That's okay. Tintagel pets the Quaker parrot because it is God.
Tries to bite his fingers.
With that, Tintagel's going to make his way to the Duke's freehold. They need to have a conversation.
Oh boy. Okay. As always. Yes, pretty bird. Pretty bird. As always, Philip is there.
Philip! Sorry.
He's he's standing behind the desk and his little tail is going 55,000 miles per hour. As he's just
on a side note, I would just like to point out, Tintagel raises a mental middle finger to Cece. I just gave the bitch a 4-dot fucking treasure. She didn't even say fucking thank you.
She did say thank you.
Yeah, but in the most cold and just there was no joy in the thank you. That took us like 5 scenes to make.
She told you to keep them, but you were all like, "What symbolism?" And she's like, "I really don't feel like being, a symbol for your little dick waving contest." And you were all just like, "Symbolism," and she's like, "I really don't feel like it, bro." And she was like
symbolism at the end. Symbolism.
Yes. And she was all like, I really don't feel like this, and it was all just like
That's right. But yes, Kim, he will walk up to Terrence's desk and he will put down another marching toy. Or not Terrence, Philip's desk. And he will put down a little marching toy.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Count Tintagel. Thank you. Who do you need to see?
He will
just kind of bounces in place.
He's currently resisting the urge to pet Philip. Kim, what would happen if I pet Philip?
I mean, Philip would be very happy.
You know what? Fuck it. He's gonna pet Philip. He's had a kind of a bad day, so he's gonna pet Philip behind the corgi ears.
There's kind of that little thumping on the ground. Kind of like when you get the little sweet spot on a dog, which is usually like when you scratch behind their ears or their tail, where they just start hitting their leg on the ground.
Yes.
That's what Philip's doing.
Yes. He will stop and he will say, I require a meeting with the Duke. If you could please arrange so, Philip. Or Squire Philip.
With the Duke. Okay. Yes. Let me go get him. As he runs down the hallway. Little tail still wagging back and forth. After a few minutes, he comes back and you can hear him running down the hallway. He'll finally reach back to Tintagel and say, "Okay, the Duke, the Duke will see you now. If you don't mind following me, your excellent, yes, excellency, your excellency."
By all means, Squire Philip, please lead the way.
He nods and he begins walking, but it's very clear that he wants to run because his whole stance is very tense because he's just kind of shoot down the hallway, and then he's like, "No, I am leading someone, but shoot down the hallway, but lead, do your job." So he's just kind of having that little internal debate, and it looks kind of funny because he doesn't say anything. Then he'll open the doors and kind of motion for you to enter.
Tintagel will do so. He'll motion for the trolls to stay outside. To be fair, I'm pretty sure Catherine wants to keep Philip.
She do. She's just like, how can somebody be so adorable? Oh my god. Can we invite him over for tea and for anything else?
You know what? As he stops, He will anticipate Catherine's will, and he will say, Squire Philip.
Yes, Your Excellency.
I would like to extend to you an invitation to my freehold for tea.
Oh, are you are you sure, Your Excellency?
Yes, I think that Sir Dawnhammer here would very much relish the opportunity.
He'll just kind of look over and he'll just very blatantly say, "Which one?"
That one. He'll say to noting Catherine.
Oh, I'm just that one, am I? Oh, I guess for a troll, that's all I deserve.
He's not going to shout that, but Evan shouts that. Thatcher will just sigh and walk into the office.
For a troll!
For a troll!
You just hear her say as the door shut. That one troll.
Like my retainers have more character than Grog's entire character. Moving on.
Sorry, got something caught in my throat. The Duke is there, just behind a mountain of paper. Sideshow! What? Shh. Sideshow. Shh. What? You can't sing, my baby. I'm sorry. You're not very good at it. But the Count is there, as always, behind a mountain of paperwork. In his left hand, he's got a pen as he's writing stuff down as he looks through all of the various paperwork. When Tintagel enters, he'll look up and say, "Yes, Count Tintagel, is there... What did you need to speak about?"
I need to lodge an official complaint of, unfortunately, treason, my lord.
He'll look up and say, well, yeah, he'll look up, his eyebrow quirk, and he'll just kind of say, "Treason. That is quite a..."
Indeed.
Is quite a large sentence in judgment.
Indeed. He will gesture. Do you mind if I take a seat?
He'll make that returning gesture. Go ahead.
Yes, Tintagel will seat himself, and he will say, to give you the full rendition. I received this invitation. He will remove the invitation from his from the inner folds of his pocket and place it and kind of move it across the Duke's desk for a private rendezvous with Lord Baelor's, King Dariath, Ap Baelor's official messenger at a local Dublin pub, where he had managed to slip through our defensive lines and pickets and was sharing drinks by the time I arrived with Lady Karina Stormfury, Byron Morningstar, and he'll raise his eyebrow and ask, like, what is the diplomatic situation with the Dullahan? Because it keeps claiming that it is not a member of our courts and thus beyond our jurisdiction, and yet has openly murdered she and other changelings in our kingdom's name.
It is a... I have sent a summons out for the Dullahan. We shall get to the matter of this shortly. And if they do not arrive, they better not show their face again.
Of course. They were having open communique with the official messenger of King Dariath long before I arrived. I'm not sure what secrets were spread between the two, however, it was a secret rendezvous. Upon being disgusted hearing that the Baelor in question had allowed members of his own house to die during the siege, during the counterattack at Dundalk for their own political reasons, excused myself, summoned the town guard, at which point Lady Stormfury openly lied to the guard about hosting an enemy of the kingdom. When the premises was searched, it was indeed determined that Lord Baelor had managed to make his escape. However, I, a noble in good standing, my testimony should be sufficient in this. But he had, but when asked the question by a member of House Gwydion as to if they were hosting said individual, they refused to answer. They were openly cavorting with the enemy. I do not know what secrets of the realm were shared. However, it is very unlikely that a member of House Baelor would not have been able to bring some information from them that is now being enjoyed by King Dariath.
He will listen to all of this, nodding along at points and writing little notes down.
I challenged Lady Karina myself to a duel for openly inferring that I was a liar. That is my own private honor, which has nothing to do with the kingdom. However, the rest of this information is pertinent to the kingdom's defense. They knew whom it was they were going to meet, or if they did not, upon their arrival, they should have apprehended him, taken him prisoner. This is the man who openly made the joke that the reason he had arrived in Dublin when last he was here, that could have killed every member of our security forces along the way. And yes, Kim, I've checked the video. He did say that, but apparently he didn't do it. But he did say that.
Because he talks a big game, but he just doesn't go around killing people.
Yeah, but that's fine. But that's what he said, so I'm using his own words.
Like, I know he said that.
Mm-hmm.
He will nod his head and say, yes. The prince spoke with me about what he said the first time he decided to show his face in our city. Though, thankfully, none of the guards were harmed.
Indeed. It is a blessing.
It is unfortunate to hear that they have been so blatantly talking to this member of Baelor. But
I will point. Sorry, continue.
But at the same time, there is a rather large difference because we are not waging a war on an entire house. Instead, just the Kingdom of Ulster, where, admittedly, a large population of House Baelor members are. We have not declared war on the entire house.
However, this man is King Dariath's own messenger, sworn to his service. It is not a matter of declaring war or declaring intentions upon the destruction of House Baelor. This man is an enemy combatant, and I have no doubt that he wheedled secrets, even through their own ignorance, as it pertains to the realm. They then openly defended this man when it came time for him to be arrested, allowing him time to escape.
Mm-hmm.
They have openly aided an enemy combatant. That is the very essence of treason.
He nods his head and he will say, you said that he allowed members of his house to be killed during the attack on Dundalk. Could you
for his own
elaborate?
political. He said that he had. Evan has to think. Give me a second. Yes, he said that he was to deliver missives as to the nature of the attack. However, took his time in doing so, so that the other members of his house could be overcome and killed. I have no doubt it was some grander political maneuver he is attempting in and of himself, but he betrayed the trust of members of his own house, whom he was sworn to. If that doesn't make him not only an oath breaker, but also mm, intent upon the murder of his fellow brother and sisters, then he is indeed a man without honor. These are by his own admissions.
Then there seems to be some discord because the countess, he'll look kind of confused, and he'll end up just saying, Athos, the woman that Karina and her group captured, said that all of the Sidhe who wished to flee were able to. Those who wished to stay behind and defend Dundalk amongst the lower class, is how they phrased it, staged and did so and died of their own volition, even though orders to retreat were given.
Tintagel will, from where he's seated, shrug, and he will say, I honestly do not know what happened to Dundalk, as I was not a combatant. My concern is only with the security of this kingdom.
Of course. An honorable goal.
Indeed.
Still, I thank you for what you have told me this evening, Your Excellency.
I seek ultimately only the benefits of my liege lord and the strengthening of Leinster in the face of this onslaught.
Of course. And for that, I am certainly appreciative, as is no doubt the prince.
He will stand up and he will bow, and he will say, Is there any service I can render unto you, your grace, in that case, or am I free to go?
I believe that shall be all until further notice. I wish you luck in your duel.
As you wish. I would ask if you would be so kind as to officiate.
Of course.
Wonderful. He will bow, and he will say, Until next we see each other, your grace, I remain ever your servant.
He will nod, stand up, and return the bow before sitting back down and going about his work.
Tintagel will make his way out of the room, probably having to pry Philip out of Catherine's arms.
Yes.
How unnerved does he look on a scale of 1 to 10?
0. Like he, she was holding him, like she was sitting down, crisscross applesauce on the floor in kind of a corner, holding Philip like a little baby and just vigorously scratching behind his ears.
Tintagel just looks at Aja and he just kind of says, How long has this been going on since I went in there?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Good lord.
She hissed at me when I tried to take Philip away. And she is pretty rabid, so I was afraid of being bitten.
Tatachi just kind of looks over and sighs, and he looked down at his watch. Kim, what time is it?
Look, I don't know. It's about probably like the afternoon.
As he walks past Philip, he'll say, "Squire Philip, the Duke's tea is late."
Oh no! He looks distressed and distraught, but at the same time, scritches, and so he's just kind of like.
Is he able to break his way free of scritches?
I don't think he has enough willpower.
Is he like Kim? He has willpower too.
No, he's he's got a decent willpower score. Let's put it that way. It's just this is a very high difficulty for him, and it's not working.
Tintagel will kind of say, "Catherine, we're leaving."
If he says yes, can I take him with us, please?
If he says yes,
she'll just kind of hear him mutter something about, "I gotta go get the Duke's tea." And so she sadly sets him down, and he looks sad as well because scritches. Yes, Biscuit is very funny. But then he runs off down a corridor to go fetch some tea.
Tintagel will shrug. He's just like, "I have saved him from a worse fate than he could possibly imagine, known as troll lovin'." He won't say that out loud, obviously, but with that, he will kind of gear up to leave the Duke's freehold.
As he's leaving, he just hears Catherine mutter, "I guess for that troll, okay." I'm just that one, or, it's pretty good for a troll. She crumbles on her way out. But then, what was that? Was that my phone?
What's that phone?
Oh yeah. Ooh, it's a remind. Please tell me that's my teacher saying class is canceled today. Pretty please? Damn it!
What is it?
Well, it's not a message from my teacher saying class is canceled. Said. Nah, somebody up there wanted like a picture. It was to her day class, it wasn't to my class. As he's leaving, because I never get to play this NPC and she's really sweet, there will be this elderly little looking boggin that, walks out of the kitchen.
It's Mama!
Yes. And she'll, she's just walking about. She's carrying like a little tray of tea. Yes, tea and those things you guys call biscuits. I had one of those Tuesday. One of my classmates went to. It had like a little bit of chocolate on top, and like it would have been bad, but the chocolate was really good. Like the chocolate wasn't saving grace, but all in all, it wasn't all that bad. I'm not sure if they were like real like English biscuits or whatever, but Connie was like, "I got these at Walmart."
Do you want me to send you some real biscuits?
I kind of want to feed one to Biscuit. I'll be real. I kind of want to feed one to Biscuit.
So Biscuit can have a biscuit?
So Biscuit can have a biscuit.
Okay. We'll put them into the care package.
But yes, and she will actually walk past you guys at first, and then you'll hear her footsteps stop. Then she turns around and she says, And who exactly are y'all?
Tintagel turns on his heel.
Itty bitty boggin. Like, she's maybe all of, like, 4.5 feet, if that.
Tintagel looks down and he will say, I'm Count Tintagel, Count Tintagel ap Dougal. These are my bodyguards, the twins Sirs Dawnhammer. Because they totally go by Sir for the record. Because fuck your gender pronouns.
They do. Yes. And then you'll just kind of hear the twins go, We're not twins, we're triplets.
Yes,
There's
the third one is here.
We're still not twins. It's even though the third is not here. The third for a troll. There are still 3 of us, dear Count. It's okay.
Yes.
I understand you have problems with the counting for a count.
He will like it'll take some effort, but he'll like hop up and he'll flick Catherine behind the ear for that, just like hop flick.
Rude, Your Excellency, and how very uncounting count-like of you in front of this dear.
He will say, I've been a count enough today.
Oh, well, now you finally decided to get a sense of humor and fun. Where the hell was that?
Shush.
Just kind of grumbles, crosses her arms.
I will make it so you are not allowed to scritch Mr. Fluffles for a week.
His name isn't Mr. Fluffles, it's Philip.
No. Her dog's name is Mr. Fluffles.
Oh, that is fair. So she'll kind of stop, and she'll squint her eyes. What?
What was that, Kim? Sorry.
She squints her eyes at him and says, "You wouldn't."
No, at that point, I don't even think Aja could defend me.
She just kind of nods her head like, yeah.
But Tintagel will look down at the little bargain and he'll say, "And who are you, miss?"
Ah, me. See, that's a good one. A lot of people around here just call me Mama, but my actual name's Lynn.
It is very nice to meet you, Miss Lynn.
I don't like being called that. You can call me Mom, or Mama, or the cook boggin, something like that. You're gonna stay for tea?
He looks up at the trolls and he says, "If I take you away from delicious sweet treats, you will hate me forever, won't you?"
Catherine just says, "For a troll."
Stop it.
For a troll. Wait, no. I'm that one.
God damn it, Catherine. We would be delighted to stay for tea, Miss Mama.
Wonderful. Let me go bring these where I need to go, and then I'll fix you guys up something real fast. Go ahead and head on into the kitchen. Table's all set.
He will walk into the kitchen. He's amazed that there is a kitchen that is not staffed by Womblebots.
Does he even go into the kitchenina?
No, he doesn't. He's never been in the kitchenina.
He wouldn't want to.
Oh, by the way, myself and Justin have decided there is another special Womblebot named 666, who is the chef bot, who has a tiny chef's hat. That's all.
And he's 666.
He's 666.
Oh boy.
Or 999. He may at one point have been 999, but his name got turned upside down. Oh yeah, no, that's totally it. Because we never made one named 666 because it was unlucky, but he turned his own nameplate upside down.
Beautiful. Actually, yes, there are a lot of boggins, and knockers in this kitchen. They're all going about their daily business. The knockers are actually kind of quiet. I mean, don't get me wrong; they're still cussing up a storm, but it's not aggressive. Some of them are creating magnificent, like those chocolate sculptures people have been doing recently. There's a lot of knockers working on a gigantic chocolate statue. No one really knows why, but they were afraid to tell the knockers to stop. And there is, oddly enough, in the middle of all of that chaos, there is a little table with 4 spots open. The plates have been made. There's a little, I don't know the actual name. I'm gonna call it a cupcake tier, but instead of cupcakes, it's various kind of little like whatever kind of food is good for snacks or for tea time, because we don't really have that over here. And so I guess it's just like scones and biscuits and danishes, I guess.
Biscuit.
Yes. I don't know what kind of things you'll have during your tea times, so I don't feel like looking it up, and Biscuit cannot tell me, so.
But Tintagel will take a seat.
The 2 trolls will sit down, but there's still the 4th spot open. And then eventually, not too long after, through a hole in the wall that just kind of opens up, one of the like little hidden kind of servant what, Biscuit? What are you grumbling? In one of the little like servant tunnels, the like a panel in the wall will open, and Lynn will walk back out, and she doesn't walk, she wobbles. What? And she'll walk over to Tintagel. And she'll just kind of nod her head, and she'll say, "What was your name again?"
Tintagel.
Uh-huh. Well, it's good to meet you. And she'll place one hand on her hip and extend her other hand out. You don't know why, but she's got like this little apron on and like the big thick like Coke bottle glasses, and her hair is pulled up in a bun.
Tintagel will extend his hand and shake.
Because you know what? She is like the epitome of like an old little Southern woman. Don't know why.
There had to be one, Jim. There had to be one.
There had to be one. We don't know why she's in Ireland, but she got trans.
Does she make gumbo? And is it delicious gumbo?
Yes. She does. In fact, has Tintagel ever had gumbo?
No.
Okay, well then he smells something delicious coming from a massive cauldron that's literally just sitting over the fireplace. Or in the fireplace, I should say. Like, like in one of those kind of old-timey, like, witch houses. And it smells delicious. And she'll say, "Well, I haven't seen y'all around here. How long you been here?"
A number of months now. We don't come to the Duke's Freehold often, though.
Such a shame, such a shame. Y'all ain't never stayed for dinner?
No, I can't say that we have.
Well, why not?
No reason.
Y'all need to come around here some more for dinner, y'all hear?
I would be delighted to accept. I'm led to understand from my conversations with others that your cooking is rather exemplary.
You're damn right it is. I'm the best cook around here.
I was curious. I'm currently looking to hire someone new for my own household. If you could recommend anyone who's currently available and looking for employment.
Hmm. She'll turn around, hands on her little bitty hips, and she'll just call out, "Hey, where you at?" And then another small, tiny boggin will kind of appear. She looks like a miniature. Okay, I don't want to say a miniature version. She looks like a younger version of the little boggin in front of you, even though this boggin is a little bit taller. She hasn't gotten, that old age little, she hasn't shrunk due to old age yet. And she'll walk up, she'll say, yes, is there something y'all need? To which, oh, yes. To which the little Quaker parrot says, "Pretty bird." To which Lynn will say, "Yeah, uh, this lovely Count Tintagel right here is looking for someone to go work in his kitchens." And I thought, well, why not little Miss K? So, little K will look over at the Count and say, "Oh, you're hiring." Yes, she'll just kind of wave at Tintagel. Chirp 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 chirp. Hello?
Tintagel will smile and he will say, "But of course, it is very nice to meet you, Miss K."
She will curtsy. She'll say, it's a pleasure to meet you too. Your Excellency."
As I said, I'm looking for someone to head my kitchens. It already has an automated staff, but we figure someone flesh and blood would be able to whip them into line.
Oh yeah. Uh, that depends. Like what kind of food you like. Can't really say I'm well versed with like the stuff around here. I'm better off, cooking stuff that you'd find in like Concordia. I guess it just depends on what you like to eat. You got a preference? Hello? Am I cutting in and
Sorry,
out?
yeah, no, I just had to read something. Um, he will smile and he will say, "I'm quite fine to eat anything. I don't necessarily mind." What would you like? He'll open a small little black ledger book and he'll say, "What is your standard rate?"
Oh, I don't know. Never really had one of those before.
Well, Miss Mama, what is it that you are paid to run the Duke's kitchens?
She'll she'll flick the tip of her nose, and she'll just kind of, or she won't really flick it. Like, okay, like when someone's kind of got their secret, so they take like their finger and they just kind of, yeah, I guess flick the tip of their nose, but not actually flick it. Like with the whole, like the painful flick, but just like run it across the top of their nose, kind of that motion. Yeah, she'll do one of those, and she'll say, secrets."
Well then, he'll say, "How about we start off with, shall we say, 5 dross a week and €1,000 after taxes a week?"
Her eyes will go wide. She's like, "Wow, that's a okay."
Very good. He will make a brief note of that, and he'll say, "If you would agree and be amenable to come to my freehold tomorrow, I'll be more than happy to present you with the amount in question."
Oh
And
yeah.
we can write up with the form. I can have the formal contract written up.
Yeah, of course. Any particular time you want me over there?
He'll kind of look at Aja, who also keeps his schedule, and he'll say, "What am I doing tomorrow?"
Before Aja has a chance to reply,
Okay.
Catherine will just kind of mutter, "I don't know. She doesn't keep very good time for a troll."
God dang it.
To which Aja will very casually pick up like a Danish and just kind of smush it into Catherine's face, so there is now Danish all over her face.
Nice.
Then she will look at yes, step up. She will look at Tintagel and she will say, You have to begin work. You have to begin drawing up your new plans for whatever you're creating, as well as your wife wishes to go on a ride through the surrounding forests. And there was another letter. You had muttered something about it, so I wasn't exactly sure where to put it in your schedule. But you said you had to meet with someone?
What was the context of that one, Kim?
Is in your blue booking.
Oh, I has to go read my blue booking.
Yes.
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 You weren't kidding. You just went kind of nuts on the blue booking.
There were some things that needed to be done.
God damn it!
What?
Fucking fuckity fuck McFuck Tharlane face. He will say, "Ah, yes. In that case, if you could come to my freehold at about 12 tomorrow afternoon, I will be able to see you in between taking my wife out and my finishing drawing up my sketches in the morning." At which point, I will have Sir Catherine Dawnhammer show you around the castle.
I don't know, Your Excellency. Are you sure you want to do that? I can only do it as well as this one troll can.
Stop it!
I'm just giving you shit. It's funny.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. I'll be there promptly.
I have no doubt. If you have any individuals who you wish to interview to be your staff, by all means, I'm sure we can meet with them at a certain point. He'll appear to drift off because Evan just figured out I have to go meet the fucking servitol of servitols.
Isn't it so fun?
You're allowed to think that.
I am allowed to think that. Because it is cool.
You're so silly.
You're silly.
You're silly.
Your face is silly. I don't know. I feel bad now because I said that. I'm sorry. I will nod and say, You said you had automated staff as well. They gonna give me any trouble, I suppose? Or do they just like stand there?
I beg your pardon?
You said you had automated staff. Do they just like am I gonna have any problems with them or
My wife will inform the Wombo bots in the kitchen in order to take your orders. It's much better when she does it.
Wombo
They listen to
bots?
Yes, small automatons, roughly about the size of. They come up to. Well, he was going to say roughly to your knee, but then again, you're very short. He'll say they're about half your height.
Oh, wow. Okay then. Thank you. Biscuit, what is you doing?
Is he loving?
No, he's preening. But he's preening my arm.
Tintagel will smile, and he'll extend his hand, and he'll say, "In that case, allow me to welcome you aboard."
She'll just hear, she'll extend her hand and she'll shake it. You just hear Catherine mutter under Danish, "Oh, great. Now she'll only do as well as a boggin can." To which Aja will very calmly just stand up. And then she'll stand up. She'll just kind of look around at all the staff who are in the room. She'll crack her knuckles, then look over at Tintagel and say, "If you'll excuse me, Your Grace." And then proceed to just tackle Catherine, and the two will start fighting in the middle of the kitchen floor.
Tintagel will just lift his teacup and sip his tea because this is just entirely normal.
To which, in the middle of them all, after taking a rather vicious blow to her stomach, you'll just hear Catherine say, "You hit like a troll."
Oh, that's good. Oh shit. No. Why are they careening towards the chocolate statue? Oh.
Yep.
Nope. I'm about to get cussed at by I'm about to get cussed at by knockers. Oh well.
Aja will pick up Catherine. And you know those jokes that we always used to make, I'm gonna hit a bitch with another bitch?
I'm gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Yeah.
In this case, it's I'm gonna beat a statue with a motherfucker.
That's fair.
As she throws Catherine into the chocolate statue. All of the knockers who were working on this, get up on my finger. Come on, up, good boy. Because I don't want you on my pants. Here you go, back on my shoulder. To which all of the knockers, there is a cry and screams of just distraught and pure like, "Oh no!"
Tintagel kind of contemplates. I have no idea why you were making a chocolate statue in the first place, but okay.
The knockers will look over at Tintagel. Probably what can be assumed to be the eldest out of all of them, or the head, will look directly at Tintagel, point a finger, and say, "You're fucking paying for it."
Tintagel will let out a very weary sigh. It's like, very well, how much is it?
He'll give off a reasonable number.
I will pay the reasonable number.
He huffs and he pulls down, his chef shirt and his little hat. There are knockers now just kind of crying on the floor as the trolls keep fighting. Finally, to end it all, Lynn will walk over, grab both trolls by their ears, pull them apart, and then proceed, because they're very tall. So it's not like, they can just kind of lean over and walk. They're actually, it's come to kind of like a standstill. Because in like all the old movies, when the mom would grab the ears of her kids who were acting up, they'd just kind of lean over and they'd walk them out. Well, frankly, she's too short and the trolls are too big. So it looks very odd because they're both trying to stand up now, but at the same time, Lynn's not letting go. Though eventually she does end up having to let go as the trolls stand up. Aja will brush herself off, though her clothes are now coated in chocolate. Catherine is eating the chocolate.
Tintagel will stand up, having drained his tea. He will shake Mama's hand again and thank her for her time. He will nod to Lynn and say that he will meet her tomorrow. And he will just walk out past the trolls with a shit-eating grin on his face.
They will follow him. And the trolls are just kind of talking like, yeah, that was a good fight. You know, I could tell you went a little easy on the blows because they didn't hurt as normal. And why'd you throw me into the chocolate statue? Well, why'd you have to be a bitch?
And on that,
And on that note, bye-bye, apparently.
What? What?
I'm just... That just cracked me up. And on that note, click, leaves call.
Yeah, no, I clicked the wrong button. I said, on that note, we end our scene, I think. Unless you want to throw anything else at Tintagel's face.
I kind of do, but at the same time, I gotta flip my laundry over. So.
Alright, thank you. Yeah. Bye, guys.